Growing up, I was relatively encouraged to keep a journal. I remember jotting down every and any idea I had in one of those classic spiral notebooks. I usually gravitated towards those green college-ruled ones. When I was really young, I had one of those gorgeously designed locked notebooks. I don't know if you guys had those as well. I just remember that I thought it was so cool, and I thought journaling is such a safe place because I'm able to tuck my ideas for just me to look at, or for just me to kind of gather my ideas. So yeah, that's where a lot of my beginning journaling habits were developed, was just jotting down ideas in one of those spiral notebooks and keeping kind of a personal diary in one of those locked notebooks. I think being able to reflect on what you might have done growing up, like as a kid, and what suits your needs now as maybe an adult can really help build your journal collection. I think it's different for everyone. A lot of people out there have their ideas of what journaling looks like for them, including myself. I think journaling is something that's completely biased in a good way, because it is something that is more personal and individual rather than something collective. I think there are times and places for it to be kind of a collective thing, but I think that is the beauty of journaling, that it is more of an individual thing. Throughout my life, I have been in ever-changing environments. I find myself moving, I find myself exploring new places, getting new habits. It's hard for me to just keep a steady routine because of all the different factors within my life. So I do think that journaling has been something for me that I go through my different waves of being super consistent to journaling maybe once a week. So it, again, looks different for everyone. I recently have found kind of the collection of journals that I really like, that keeps me a little bit more motivated to journal every day, or at least jot down something every day. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. I know it's pretty different than normal content I've been posting, but I thought this was going to be a really fun video idea, and I'm super excited to share. So the first journal I wanted to talk about in this video is the Nordstrom 1917. I think this is the A5. I'll put all the specs kind of throughout the video. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really sorry if I butchered that. I tried to look up pronunciations, but this is my everyday journal that I strive to write whatever I want. I'll follow a few prompts if I feel like I want to, or I'll recount the days. This is truly just somewhere where I can write down and use about a page a day, depending on how much I want to talk about. Kind of translated from my locked journal to now one of these. So when I was a kid, like I said, I would write in one of those little journals. I felt it was a safe place, and that's kind of how I've always viewed journaling, and I think a lot of people can agree. It is really hard to be consistent and do it every day, but I find that having one journal where I know that I need to journal every day helps me a lot. And I just really love this notebook. It is quite beautiful. The cover is very durable, the pages are easy to write on. You really can't go wrong. I know there is a ton of different journals out there that can be more expensive or a little bit, on the budget friendly side. I find this is kind of in the middle. It is about $20 for the journal, and I know that can be, a little expensive. So definitely keep that in mind. Anyways, so yeah, this is the first journal in my collection, something I gravitate towards daily, and yeah, I really like it, and I feel like I couldn't recommend this enough. So the second journal in my collection is from the exact same brand. It is more of the pocket size version. My friend actually got me a sticker, so I just put that on the cover, and I use this one for my manifestation journal, or I guess like a spiritual journal. I kind of gravitate towards leaving one journal for all of the spiritual stuff I want to talk about, whether I'm just writing down affirmations or if I'm just recounting something that's more personal to me in terms of like spirituality. So I just write a bunch of manifestations in here, and I find I don't typically do this daily. It's just something when I kind of feel like inspired to, I guess. Yeah, it's a great size. I feel like I love, again, this brand. It's so nice, and the colors are just so cute. This orangey yellow kind of tangerine color is really beautiful, and so here's what the journals look like together, and yeah, I just really love these. Moving on, for my third journal, I am going to talk about my planner. So I never really researched a bunch of planners that I wanted to use. I kind of just went to the store and I was like, okay, let me just get one because I know there's so many out there, and I was just like, let me just go see what it looks like in person. Hema is a department store and I live near a bunch of them, and they have this really cute Miffy one, so I had to get it, of course. Yeah, it's very simple. This one just goes week by week and it just has a space to write in every day. It helps me kind of stay organized. I know in the past I've used a bullet journal where I kind of made my own calendar, and while I did really like that, there would be sometimes I just felt super uninspired to kind of go in and make one every month. So that's why I wanted to gravitate towards more of a traditional planner. So yeah, this one is so cute. There's stickers in it. It's very simple, it's super cheap, and yeah, it just helps me kind of recount everything going on in my personal life with my schedule, or anything that goes on with like work or anything that I could think of. I do keep a pretty detailed calendar on my Apple Calendar and Google Calendar of just like other things that are going on, but I love to keep a physical one, and I feel like this is perfect. It's a great size, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I can't lie though, with a lot of videos that have been coming out that I've seen on like TikTok or Instagram, I've seen so many other planners that I was like, dang, maybe I should have got that one, but again, I don't feel like it would be right for me to just go buy another one. I already have this one for the entire year 2025, so I'm just gonna keep sticking with it. Maybe next year I'll put a little bit more thought into one that might suit my needs better, but this one is working perfect for me, and I think it was like under $5. Okay, and then moving on to my fourth journal. It is also from Hema, just a very classic looking one. It has a cool little clasp that I really like. It's like magnetic, and my husband and I, we use this as kind of like our journal together. So we have things like the budget, where we just kind of keep a tally of things with our like fitness journey, and just something that we really dove into in the beginning of the year, and then we're just trying to be consistent about it and update it as we go. It's just somewhere that we can keep all that information. We also do this digitally, but I find that keeping it in a notebook helps a lot. It's a place to like store any little receipts that we might have, you know, just to make sure that we are connected in that way. So I feel like if you are in a relationship and you and your partner have a lot going on in your schedule, something like that can be really beneficial. I, again, love doing it digitally, but something about writing it down is really nice to kind of go over weekly and just make sure you're on the same page. Okay, so for the last journal in my collection, it is just this simple black notebook. I actually don't know the brand because this was gifted to me by some friends, but it is just one of those classic black plain paper notebooks, and I'm using this as kind of a collage space. My friends actually got me this journal when I was moving away, and I thought it was such a thoughtful gift. They put a ton of Polaroid pictures in with some cute captions, notes, and letters. And the journal is huge. There's a ton of other pages to use, and they said for the rest of the book, fill it with your memories and friendships, and I thought that was so cute. And this is just what I'm using to make any collages, put in receipts or tickets from places I travel to. And yeah, I actually didn't really have to go and buy one, so I thought that was really nice of them to get me this gift. And there's still a ton more pages in for me to fill, and I really find having a journal separate where I can just put these collages in is helpful for me, because I like my diary, like my first notebook, to just have all of the things that I want to talk about, recounting my time. That's just me writing in it. And I find that before I would combine the two, I would sometimes journal about my day, and then sometimes I would make a little collage from events or something I did. But having two places to kind of keep that separate has been really nice for me to be consistent, because I'm someone who does like patterns. So I found like, oh, if I journal this day, I have to do a collage the next day, so it makes sense, you know, with the page layout. And then I got to thinking about it, like, it doesn't have to be like that. I'm definitely not trying to promote having 5 journals for everyone. I think for me, I was just struggling with consistency, and having different places to store my ideas in has been super beneficial. But yeah, this collection has been working for me this beginning of the year, and I'm excited to stay consistent with it throughout 2025, and I feel like I've built kind of the perfect collection for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was something super fun for me to do. I know it's different than kind of the content I've been pushing out, but I kind of hope to gravitate more towards content like this. It was so fun to make and fun to talk about things that I enjoy doing. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy and have a great day. Thank you.